Hello and welcome everyone on Facebook and YouTube. This is Nick Roto again with part 2 of my animated Star Wars rundown for the final bit of Star Wars and such. I'm trying to keep this down to 10-minute long episodes and such. So bear with me. Alright, so where was I? Oh yes. Star Wars Clone Wars, the CGI series. Now, all these series from the full season, in which they all got full season greenlit, and I have to say they were one of the best seasons. Season 1, I have to say, gets a solid 6. Season 2 gets a 6.5. Season 3, 4, and 5 all get exemplary 8s. The 6th season that was on Netflix, I have to give it a 7. And then for the current season that was just on Disney Plus, a 9 out of a 9.5 out of 10. They hit it out of the park. So, now, because it shows us also the Bad Batch, plus also we see what happens to Ahsoka. But before that, right before, possibly, before The Force Awakens, we had Star Wars Rebels. That was on the Disney XD network. And that considered with the group of the Ghost. And they all go by Spectres numbers. Spectre 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And a plucky little droid called Chopper, in which his droid name, actual designation was, let me just quickly check it up. Alright, so C110P. And yes, I do have a blanket because it's a bit cold in my room. And I had that plucky little droid. And the 5 Spectres were Kanan Jarrus, a former Jedi Padawan when Order 66 started. Hera Syndulla, you might know her from the Clone Wars. Zeb Zorelius, Spectre 4, Sabine Wren, and the rookie Spectre Ezra Bridger. Now, those 5 were pretty much the full Spectre crew, and they also got their stuff from Fulcrum. And I almost had to say I loved it. Especially at the end of the first season, in which you find out who is Fulcrum. In which I almost had to say it like this. I was grateful to see on who did survive from Order 66. Ahsoka Tano. And basically they had the same voice actress that portrayed Ahsoka Tano in Clone Wars and in Rebels. Plus, we also saw some other people that what happened after Episode 3. Like, what happened to Darth Maul? Did he get killed before Order 66, or didn't he? And also we saw and basically we also saw the actual epic fight against Darth Maul and Obi-Wan Kenobi, finally. And it was a match beyond the ages of all. 60-year-old Obi-Wan versus 60-year-old Darth Maul. Still looked like he was good in his prime. Plus, also we saw a new additions to the Star Wars lore. The brothers, the Sith brothers, and the Sith sisters, and the Master Sith Inquisitor. Plus, also we see the only Darth Vader, plus the Emperor, and even a younger version of Tarkin, and a certain scoundrel that we all know. So, we do get to see that. Plus, also, we saw a brand new character outfit called Grand Admiral Thrawn, plus the Bendu. And I have to say, one of the best series there could be. They had the best. Season 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 all are up in the top 9.9 to dang near 10 range. And even at the end, in which we hear that Hera Syndulla and Kanan Jarrus, before he did pass, they did have a son, Spectre 6. And we find out that, and more in-depth knowledge for the Star Wars lore. Then, we just got done having, right before the beginning of The Last Jedi last year, the 2 seasons of Star Wars Resistance, in which it was pretty okay. It basically told about a Resistance pilot by the name of Kaz, who basically gets positioned on a place called it gets placed on this one tanker, and it only lasted for 2 seasons, and it was like a tough thing to watch some days. But I mean, it was pretty okay. They were trying to do a different type of art style for it, but I do have to say, yes, they did not show any Jedis in it, or any people from the Jedi Order, or something like that. And I had to say they were somewhat good, but I'm hoping that down the line we do see a lot more animated stuff that does contain a little bit more of some lightsabers and some more Star Wars stuff. So I have to say, for the 2 seasons of Resistance and 8 for the first season, and an 8.5 for the second. So stay tuned for my 3 reviews for Caravan of Courage, Battle for Endor, and Whip Whip Stir. Chewie, punch me out. Thank you.